Hey guys, this is Filmora Gal, here to empower your inner video creator. I know it's been a while and this is Filmora 15, so my last tutorial might have been on Filmora 13 or 14. Anyway, regardless, every other video I've created based on tutorials for Filmora are still valid, so you can go check them out. I have created playlists for different categories like cinematic, editing, and many more. This tutorial is on the desktop version of Wondershare Filmora, so if you haven't downloaded Wondershare Filmora yet, head over to wondersharefilmora.com and download the desktop version. Without further ado, let's proceed with this tutorial. Today's tutorial is based on the TikiTiki cut that is going viral on TikTok, and we are going to be making our own version using Wondershare Filmora. First, start by importing your footage. I've linked the footage that I've used in my video in the description below in case you wanted to use the exact same. So once you're done importing your footage, you will first lay out your audio track onto the audio timeline, and then I usually use the Smart Edit tool for beat detection because it's easier for me to recognize where the beats change. You could also change this by naming it and adding your own comments, like this is where the clock ends ticking. So I'm gonna say, I'll have to listen to it first, or else I'm gonna be have the wrong idea. So hold on. This is where the beat starts. So I'm gonna say beat starts here. And then you can change the color if you want to. You can add more comments. I have nothing to say, so I'm just gonna click on OK. And so as you can see, you can now see the marker for where the beat actually starts. Alright. So now I'm gonna be importing my first video into the timeline. I usually keep the project settings without matching it to media, because when you do that, what happens is either the FPS can go down, as you can see, and also the resolution changes. So I go with keep project settings, but if you want to match the media, you can always go click that. So now I'm going to be muting this video. You can also detach audio and delete it in case, perchance, it ends up playing while exporting, or you can just click on the speaker sign to mute the video. Alright, so now I'm going to be picking some footage of Max. Since she has a red color background around her in her perfume ad, I decided I'd choose a scene where Max is running. Let me see. Max. Okay, so Max starts running around here. So probably, yep, around here. Okay, so as you can see, my audio track is gone. In order to prevent that from happening, you can always lock the audio track. You're not going to be changing much from the audio track, but it's good to have it locked to avoid it from, doing whatever it did to mine. Or you can always click undo. I usually cut the previous track. There you go. Okay. So now I know the beat starts over here, and I really don't want the tiki tiki tiki, like the words, like where the song says tiki tiki. So I'm going to be trimming the audio up to this beat stamp, which is where the clock is. It does tie to Stranger Things a lot because of the clock, and so I'm gonna be using that. Yep, that's exactly what I want. And then I want a black screen before I move on to this footage, so I'm gonna split. Also lock the audio track, because sometimes it can split the audio and not the video on top. Or you can select the timeline and then do it, but I prefer having the audio locked just because it can end up changing its own way. So we have her running, and then we give a little bit of a pause, and then I'm gonna be importing the perfume ad. And then to get a black screen, you can go under stock media, solid color, and black. We would import that. And then we're gonna watch the video a bit to see if we got the transition right. Nope, we didn't get it right. So a little bit to the left. I think we should have got it right by now. Yeah, okay. And then I want it to transition to the perfume ad as soon as the beat changes. So that's what I have in plan. So to create a compound clip, all you need to do is right click on the video in the timeline and click on create compound clip. I'd like to point out the tutorial that I created about the compound clip for version 14. It's still valid, except there are some differences which I'll be talking about further in this video. But yeah, it's based on Stranger Things if you are a Stranger Things fan, so make sure to check that out to learn more about the compound clip. And then make sure you check the aspect ratio and it's the same as you want it to be. You can always change it if you want to. I'm just going to keep it the same and click on OK. Now, Filmora has a new feature of having tabs, so you can change between the main timeline and the other tab easily without toggling down It used to be that way on previous versions, but now you can actually see tabs, which is a feature I really like. So I'm gonna go to the next tab and I'm gonna start cutting my videos. So we definitely don't want the perfume. We only want Sadie, right? So I'm gonna be choosing every single clip that has a lot of movement in it. This one seems good, so I'm gonna keep it. I might have a transition where, I mask her out and then she pops the screen. Because I've seen one of the TikTok edits which has this exact same frame of the video popping out. Alright, so I'll be moving the footage that I planned on cutting out to the end probably. I am not gonna be masking it. I am instead gonna use the AI portrait cutout feature on Wondershare Filmora. After cutting out Sadie, make sure to have another video with the original background, just because when the transition happens, the pop out should happen along with the original video, because it's gonna pop and then it's gonna pop right into the original footage. And I'm gonna be moving it right to the end, and yeah. So what you're gonna do to get the TikiTiki reverse is that you're gonna use the reverse feature, but not just, press on reverse and reversing it. You are going to copy one of the split videos and you're going to paste it again, and then you are going to apply the reverse feature onto the second video. Alright, that's it for part 1. I hope you enjoyed creating a part of the TikiTiki cut with me. If you enjoyed making this video with me, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you in part 2. Bye!